So I was taking my strolls and meeting Ghanaians, and in the process, I got to learn a very interesting concept that engineers are quitting engineering to become creatives, to become entrepreneurs and business people. And today I'm going to be meeting some engineers, okay, like some examples of people that have quit this career that I'm talking about, so we can get to hear what they're doing and why people are transitioning from all the effort that people are putting into study into now deciding into getting into a whole different world. Now, for a good context that even made me have this idea, do you guys know a Ghanaian YouTuber by the name Wodemaya? He actually quit his engineering to become a creative and create content, as well as get into the real estate industry. And well, you would have thought he has followers and numbers and all these things, that's why he was able to do that. But to find other like other Ghanaians that are doing that with no following and stuff like this and just focusing on the business world, it's amazing. And I'm excited for today's discussion. Hit the like button and subscribe, and let's get into today's conversation.
So welcome to Ordinary Place.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is a creative hub. We have fashion, music, and creative activities. Maybe videography, audio, which is the music.
On the ground floor is where the fashion industry is, like all these amazing and well-branded, pieces of fashion, but we see awards. And I'm keen to know today, as we're having this discussion, is does business end up paying way more than the engineering industry is paying? And the interesting thing, the owner of the fashion industry or fashion house is also an engineer, and being able to put a place and is amazing. Then when you go on the upstairs, you find the music industry also now going on and everyone doing their business. There's even like a whole photo studio that if you're looking to come for your photo shoot, all that can be executed, as well as all creative industry from graphic design to music production, you name it.
Creative activity hubs are here. So it started as a vision by Kwame. Kwame Amaben is the owner of the Ordinary Kuto, and we partnered with Mr. Kuku Kamani. Is the CEO of Silver Star Tower to build that place. So myself, then I worked with Mr. Company. So this is going to be the music creative hub, which is Group Hub.
Yeah.
The lab is on the left side. And then the photo studio is also down there.
Yeah.
And the interesting part, as you said, is that all three of us are engineers.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so I don't know how come that happened, but I think we spoke about it before. I think engineers are problem solvers, so we find ourselves to be creative, and we all lean towards the various stuff that we do.
Anyway, we can solve the problem.
Yes.
You're there
You are there to solve it, probably monetize it or increase value and potential for people.
Yeah.
So I'll show you to the music studio.
Thank you. Okay, as you show me the music studio, I'd be keen to know what are some things that's how long did you do engineering before you decided now music is what I like?
Wow, so I can't remember how long I've been doing music because I grew up to realize that I'm a musician. That was a challenge about music, but I started playing the bass guitar in 2008. That's the first time I actually had a teacher teaching me the bass. But by then I would always be playing drums. I played drum all over school, so the local drums, the drum set. Then I was taught the piano. I can't remember when I was taught the piano by one Albert Stanfield. Okay, but I remember when I started learning the bass guitar. That's 2008. That's 2008 is how many years ago? That's 26 years ago. That's 16 years ago. 16 years ago, I started playing the bass. Then, when I was playing the bass guitar, I was in secondary school, and people were asking me for bass guitar lessons. So, yeah, so I was showing it on WhatsApp. Then I realized that there was a time they asked me, and I didn't have it. I had to reproduce it. So I realized that it was becoming cumbersome. So I did research, and I realized that I could do that on Facebook and YouTube. Just post it, share the link when they did it. That's how I got onto YouTube 12 years ago.
Okay.
So that was 2012.
I was on YouTube 12 years ago. That's interesting.
So YouTube was not for the money then. It was just because then data was so expensive and the videos were big. No phones had smaller space, so we were losing the videos. So now I can just share the link with people who wanted it. And then we scaled it up from there. Yeah, people started requesting for more lessons, and then we tried to monetize it to what it has become now.
Okay, now I know you're ready to see the music studio. Let's see, and then keep talking.
They follow us. Sorry, this is someone just said the holiest of holiest, so you go without your shoes. Except when you are being filmed.
People are busy here.
Yeah. So we are preparing for a production. So usually the videographers also come. The young lady, she's producing a song. That's a vocal coach. Her name is Nancy. Yeah, and then a pianist. So we have a full set. We have a digital drum set, and then I think there's 3 pianists and bass player. So I'm actually a bass player. That's the instrument I used to play. Yeah. And then the whole place is groove up. So did you see the Africa there?
I see the Africa.
Yeah, we called it African Groove Hub.
Okay.
Then when we were registering it before, we were told that we couldn't have registered Africa as a name. You know, Africa is bigger than us for legal constraints. So that's how come that happened. And then there is lighting. When they start producing, they can actually change the mood. The room could look blue, green, any color that you want. Then I'll show you to the producer's room.
Wait, before you go, so now does your name have Africa or does it not?
No, it's just Groove Hub.
Okay.
So we had shrunk the Africa into just the symbol.
Okay, the
That's
spirit.
how, as I was telling you, that you seem to be more African than me because I was the first African.
Yeah.
I'm sure you are the second. Or don't you look like Kwame Nkrumah? Fantastic. So meet my partner, Willie Kiss.
Oh, okay.
This
Big boss.
This is the guy who is going to do a soundtrack for your channel for 80% discount.
Oh, okay.
Say yes. This guy, he doesn't like discounts.
Okay.
So it's Willie Kiss. Willie Kiss, tell us about this place.
Okay, so this Groove Up a music production and promoting studio. We do live and digital production as well, beats. But I think we do more of live music here. Yeah. So this is a fantastic space for your live recording and all those stuff. Yeah.
So if anyone comes through Queen Desta, will you give them a discount? Please, just love discount for my channel.
So okay, 10% discount.
Because he doesn't like giving discounts. He's not generous like me. So if you come to this channel, it's 10%. So we have our music on our YouTube channel. You can check if we do jazz, gospel music, like very nice music. And if you want to learn the bass guitar, I have like 100 videos teaching bass guitar. So we're teaching bass. Then we did some very old music and people requested for it. We're like, we don't have the equipment to do it and the music doesn't exist. So they're like, okay, why not? Let's help you get equipment so that it produces for us. That's how we got into producing live music by ourselves. So
you're not only into music. Tell us more. Don't cut this.
Okay.
He's an engineer that's trying to be, like I'm just in the creative of music, but yeah.
So I'm a civil engineer. As I said, there's a joke I post on my class page that how the civil engineer became a farmer. And they said I was a farmer before I became a civil engineer. So I think my dad was passionate about farming and creativity. We didn't realize it then that he was actually embedded into us. So my dad is an African studies lecturer. Or was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's a Pan-Africanist, he's a naturalist,
nice.
He speaks about esoteric engineering.
Must be nice. You grew up knowing what Kwame Nkrumah said.
Kwame Nkrumah said he knows all those codes by head.
Africa is born in you.
Stuff like that. I should give you one of his books.
Oh, that would be nice.
I'll give you one of his books. So we grew up into it. So he taught us to farm. We didn't like it. Like he would take us to the farm every Saturday, do the workers on the farm. We all had a cattle. We had a cassava farm. So the way it's done, usually you have the cassava runs for a year. Then after harvesting, you quickly plant maize. Then you resume cassava.
So it's farming after farming.
Yeah, there's always farming. My dad has always been farming. And we don't understand why we are a lecturer instead of us living the wonderful life. Every weekend you have to go to the farm. So for me, every other weekend I try to force it. I grew up realizing why he did that because he has a quote that he says you have to eat what you grow and grow what you eat. The moment you don't patronize indigenous stuff, you begin to lose out yourself. You're actually
I love
enslaved.
this. I love
Yes,
this. Yeah.
that's what my
Because
dad
there's a
taught
lot
us.
of control of
Yes.
even Africans when
Yes.
it comes to our food and stuff like this. So,
Yes.
wow.
You don't know what is happening. So that's what is happening in the background. So my dad taught us to always stand for who we are. So for me, even in Ghana, I will let people know that I'm a Voltarian. I was always intrinsic. So I try not to lose my identity. So when I started music, I wanted to promote African music, Ghanaian music. You want to show yourself out there other than lose yourself to what is out there. So growing up, I realized that okay, why not? So farms began to scale up. We tried vegetable farming. It used to make sense. So why not? We scaled up. We have a coconut farm. We have a mango farm. And as it's getting more interesting, so I do agree. And then the music studio also started placing up. This is also running. So I don't always have to be here. So Wilikis is always here. Tijani is always on the vegetable farms. And I have a cousin called Achu who's at the mango and coconut farm. So by the day, I do civil engineering. So I go to work, I go to sites, we do project management, we sell lands, we sell properties. And that's what I do by the day as a civil engineer.
Okay.
Then usually on weekends, I go to the farms, and in the evening, I am at the studio. Sort of, yeah. So those are the three things that I do.
Now I'm
Basically.
inspired to get into the entrepreneurship world.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I hope I'll be able to like see some of these things.
Yeah, we can pass by the farm, we can pass by the the properties. So I'll show a lot of properties.
Okay.
Yes, and then now you are at the studio. Yeah. So
Okay. Amazing. Amazing.
Yes, yes.
So wow, this is inspiring. And what would you tell people in relation to education? Is education important, or did they just quit and get into creativity and things like this?
I don't think you have to quit. So there is something I realize: the pedigree of your entrepreneurship is dependent on your academic exposure.
Okay.
So I don't believe I need a PhD to be successful, but I don't think you can be as successful as a master's degree holder who is into entrepreneurship. The fashion guy, he has 2 master's degrees.
Oh, okay.
So in entrepreneurship, people used to make the argument that entrepreneurs didn't go to school. I know one day I'll grow up, they'll say Bigolo didn't go to school much. Like I have just a degree. Or the man, my mentor, he has just a degree. But the information that we have sometimes I believe it's more than what even the professors have.
Yeah.
So education goes beyond the boundaries of classroom. And you've been a YouTuber.
Yeah.
The amount of information you have to consume to be a successful YouTuber. If they were given a degree for you would have a PhD.
That's true.
You understand? So the deal is to learn. And you have to learn everything. Because for me, I was studying engineering. Imagine I said I'm a civil engineer. I don't need knowledge about business. I don't need knowledge about finance. I don't need knowledge about tax. If you don't know how to manage tax, your business will fail in Africa. If you don't have knowledge about exchange rates and forex, your business will fail in Africa. Okay? And then HR management. If you don't know how to manage your workers, you will collapse your business in Africa. You get it? Then how to build up cost of business. I tell people that in business, when you are selling, you sell at the replacement cost. In Africa, people want to argue with you to sell at the cost of production. When you sell at the cost of production, you will fail in Africa. You understand? So all these are things you have to learn to have a successful business in Africa. So if you don't know them, it's difficult for you to scale up your business. So you do the business, you have 10 employees, you have a turnaround of 100,000, 200,000, and you can't scale it up. But the deal in business is to be able to scale up and even better automate the business. If you don't automate the business, you're not a businessman, you are self-employed. Assuming I have to be on the farm all the time, or I have to be here at the studio.
Self-employment. It's needing you.
You have to be there to make money.
Yeah.
But now I don't have to be here. I only come when I realize that there are people where I'm happy. When they are there, I'm like, where's the money? You get it?
Yeah.
So harvest time, you see that I'm on the farm and happy because I know that after harvest you sell and you take your share. You get it, that kind of thing. Then you are just looking at the indices and then taking your share and probably thinking how to scale up. or automate things better. Yeah, so education is very, very necessary. Get educated as much as you can. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Thank you very much.
Thanks to you too for the visit.
Oh,
I
yeah.
hope you enjoyed it.
I did enjoy. It was nice.
Yeah, it's glad to find out that you do this and you empower businesses all over Africa.
As much as I can, yes.
Yes, please don't give up. And
Especially businesses that are of Africans, and
Yes.
I'm really inspiring people to support their own people, because also there's a lot of Africans that do not believe in ourselves and we'd rather support other people instead of supporting ourselves. So yeah.
exactly, it's something we have to do. I'll tell you a funny joke.
Yeah.
Is it a joke? Should it be on camera? So the first person who actually invested into Groove Hub,
Yeah.
he doesn't have a skin color.
Oh, okay. So he
He's
believed in you.
more Ghanaian than us, I see, but his skin color makes people think he's not Ghanaian. I understand.
Yeah.
And when I started, it was very Christian music. He was not a Christian.
Oh, okay.
So I tell people that the kind of support that we need as Africans, we don't get it from ourselves. It took someone who is not religiously inclined and tribally inclined to see the star in this. He said, Vigolo, let's do this. Let's scale it up. Let's build this place. I wanted to have the studio in my bedroom. So no, you can't have the work at the bedroom. Let's build this place.
Nice.
You understand? And he invested.
Yeah.
He has supported us from the genesis.
Yeah.
Because he said, okay, let's get other people. Now we have 33 investors. Now all 30 of them are Africans and skin color
Nice.
Christians. I think we have just about 4 Muslims on board. You understand?
Amazing.
So we need to support ourselves. Otherwise, we have gems, we either kill them or other people come see the light in it and take it away. You know, we complain that they came to steal our gold, they came to steal our manpower. I don't think we were stolen, we gave them out.
Well, I would
Check the
agree.
records. We gave them out. So we need to begin to harness our own people and then we can do more together.
Absolutely. Wow, that was nice. I hope you guys are inspired and motivated with this story. And yeah, let us know what you'd want to know more about this place. You can check them out. I'm gonna leave your details. Groove Hub. I'm gonna leave your details in the description box and in the comment section down below. Yeah.
Thank you. Subscribe and see you in the next one.
Yeah. Always remember to create time for that which ignites your soul. Until next time. Bye.
This like okay, so I don't make you say think